So I went back and looked at something that we haven't discussed or looked at since almost 2 months ago. All the way at the start of December was the last time that we actually referenced this. And what this is actually indicating is one, ADA's on trend with what we've done historically speaking, but two, we are actually about to make a major surge in dominance across the crypto market. And I want to talk about what that means for ADA price, where that means we may in fact settle in, and a couple changes that are going to be very important and beneficial for ADA price in the near term. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So just looking at ADA right now, it's about 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Actually, I think my first video is just going live right now. So hope you guys enjoy that. And right now, ADA is still floating right around a buck, trying to set its direction for the day. Understand that we are trying to fight this 20-day moving average. Remember, this has been kind of a focal point of resistance for ADA before. It's also been a focal point of support too. So right now we're trying to flip this, essentially turn this into support so we can kind of come up and, hang out in the top end of this trend before we try to make our next leg, right? Now understand that we're probably still going to face some volatility. We have to wait and see what US money does for the day. If we do get some selling, we could attack the bottom of this trend. Understand that, this trend, right? The trend is our friend. All right. The trend is our friend until it's not. So we have to just hope that BTC continues to show strength. It's looking good right now. We need volume to stay high across the market. We don't need any surprises. That's one of the big things, right? Now, understand that we have been dealing with a lot of long liquidations across the market, especially in terms of ADA. For example, the last 24 hours, $3.83 million worth of longs actually liquidated. Shorts, very, very light on the short side. And there's been this actual huge imbalance again in terms of ADA. And right now, you guys can see that long short ratio at 0.92, meaning that those shorts in the market are still outweighing the longs. Now, again, this can be a good thing. It sucks because you have this downward pressure, but at the same time, you can flip this and start to turn this actually into kind of fuel for this next explosive leg to the upside. Again, still need the market to continue to show some positive signs. We still need excitement surrounding US-based crypto. I think that's a very big deal. And what's interesting about this, we have actually seen US-based crypto search traffic heavily on the rise. All right. So we're kind of doing similar to what we did here in November, and understand that if there is, again, some mention of crypto, some sort of US embrace, if we get, the announcement, which this would be more of a congressional thing of no taxes on US based crypto, you're going to see this just skyrocket. You're going to see major excitement around ADA, Algo, HBAR, XRP, XLM, assets like that. There's like 30 of them, right? Now, what's interesting is when we do look at the ADA BTC chart, we did get a little bit of a break downward on this ADA BTC pairing. And obviously what that had to do with was, the Trump and Melania meme coins. Now understand that those have calmed down in a big way. They're still high volume, but they're not getting the same kind of degen activity that we were seeing. And the great thing about that is it's really stopped sucking liquidity from other assets throughout the space. That's a very, very important sign and a good sign for more stability in the market. And this, again, may be the floor that we need for ADA and other assets in the space to start making their next moves to the upside. Now, what's interesting is I went back and I looked at, where ADA was at a historic, or at least at a historical standpoint on the ADA dominance chart. Gosh, I couldn't get that out. I apologize. And if you guys remember all the way back at the start of December, we charted this out. We're trying to figure out what ADA was going to do from a dominance standpoint. We talked about the more aggressive line of dominance, and we talked about the more tempered line of dominance. And what's interesting is since that time, ADA has actually very much followed the lower line of dominance. And what this line suggests is that ADA is actually prepping for a next explosive leg here in terms of dominance, the one that actually takes us up to about 2% sometime in February. Now, this isn't a guarantee or financial advice or anything like that. And for those that aren't familiar with dominance, that means that ADA market cap would equate for 2% of the global market cap of crypto. So just for reference sake, right now, total market cap of crypto is about 3.57 trillion. That means ADA would be at about a $70 billion market cap. That means ADA price would be about $2. Now, this isn't a guarantee or financial advice or anything like that. And again, we still need things to continue working in our favor. But historically speaking, when we look back here, this is about the moment we're at right before we start to wake up and move into February. February is an explosive time for alts, right? January can be the start of these movements to the upside. And yes, obviously the ADA chart has shown some signs of movement. Obviously, the month overall has in fact been positive. It's not a big month. It's like 18, 19%. but it is again a step in the right direction. In fact, when we look at this monthly chart in terms of ADA, apart from that December big red candle, we're still looking really good here. We're still extended. We're still kind of prepping for that next move in the market. And again, if we start to see excitement increase, if we start to see those inflows from new capital and new users outside the space, that's the exact thing you need to push this ADA dominance higher, to continue pushing the crypto market to new highs, right? Or again, like I talked about earlier today, we're close to a breakout in terms of ADA once again. We're close to a breakout on the total 2. BTC is broken out. And when those floodgates do open, you can see some very aggressive movements to the upside. And again, there are things that can work very much in ADA's favor. For example, Tyler Burke, frequent viewer here on the channel, makes tons of great posts on X. You guys should obviously check him out and follow him. He said Cardano ADA will 10x, Bitcoin integrations, midnight airdrop, obviously those other things we talk about as well, potential integration with the US government or governments throughout the world, enterprise interest, obviously Charles Hoskinson mentioning big stable coins coming into the Cardano ecosystem. I mean, there's so many things that can help push us even higher. And we're basically at that point where something's going to break, right? Something has to open up in a big, big way. So now I did want to show you guys, I do still, again, have my longs open. Not as exciting as they were, obviously, yesterday or a few days back. ADA longs only up 130% on BTCC. My Margex one, that one's still open up. I can't even, that's weird. It's not showing that. That one's still up pretty significantly. I had some open orders there. My ADA long on Margex is opened up 250%. I opened up some lower level limit buys just in case we got wicks down overnight. We actually got pretty close. I would have loved to have had another ADA long position opened up, but it didn't hit. But again, if you guys do want to play with leverage at all, BTCC is a great place to do so. Again, you can earn up to $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses, a 10% deposit on your first time deposit about $500. There's no KYC, but I believe in the macro cycle. Until it's broken, it will stay consistent. All right. And right now, ADA is showing an extreme level of consistency with what it's done historically speaking. And what that's indicating is a major burst of excitement, a major burst of adoption, and a major burst of price ahead. Question is will history repeat? Will we follow this trend? Is ADA going to be on a fast track to $2 sometime in the very short term? So have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts about where we're headed from here, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.